So I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but there's a way I will eat too fast and I'll get the urge to throw up and I will have like acid reflux, constipation, all those things. And sometimes too, if I perceive some particular kinds of food, I would also get the urge to throw up, like fish. Not like I can't eat fish, but I would rather not, especially boiled fish. So this particular day, I had an exam, and I initially planned not to eat anything for that exam. But I was like, before you finish everything you're doing, it will be too late and you'll be so hungry. So I decided to eat, and I was eating faster than I usually would because I was working with time. And as you would assume, I got this insane urge to throw up, and I immediately sprinted to the bathroom because I did not have the strength for any unnecessary mess that day. But while going to the bathroom, I was like trying to calm myself down. And so while I don't know how, but I just noticed that there was lots of saliva being secreted from my salivary glands, and I took note of it and the way the saliva would be secreted and I would swallow it. And I don't know, I was trying to calm myself down despite everything. So thankfully I didn't end up throwing up, but I took note of the whole excess saliva that was being secreted. And so I went to do research. I asked ChatGPT, like, why does this happen when you feel like throwing up? And ChatGPT was like, oh, it's actually an autonomous response that your brain sends your salivary glands to, secret saliva. And I'm like, oh, why? And then ChatGPT goes on to tell me that when you throw up, the food in your stomach has obviously mixed with the gastric acid. And gastric acid is an acid. It is, I think it's strong enough to melt metal. Not so sure, but yeah, it's that strong. And when you throw up, it's basically the food that has mixed with your gastric acid coming up through your esophagus and to your mouth, and that acid will do some damage to your esophagus and your mouth. So basically, your brain signals your salivary glands to secrete saliva so that it can protect your esophagus and your mouth, because saliva contains mucus, the same lining that's in the stomach, protecting your stomach from the gastric acid. And I'm just there like, whoa. I'm like absolutely stunned. It might seem like the most trivial thing, but like is wonderful. So many things we don't have to think about because we have a creator that decided to that was meticulous enough, is meticulous enough to think of everything down to the crossing of the T's. Like you don't have to worry about some particular things. Anyways, I guess it's pretty awesome. Thank God for being God and for looking out for those small things we don't look out for. And yeah. Okay. Bye.